Today we will continue our topic discussing types of stamen according to the length. All stamen in a flower may be of same length or they are of a different length. According to the length, stamens are of two types: didynamous, tetradynamous. Di means two and tetra means four. According to this term, didynamous, see this condition: 1 and 2. See the length of the 2 in 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 stamens. 2 of the stamens are long and 2 are short. 1, 2 long stamens and AB. Okay, I am showing this the short stamen. According to the length of the stamen, name is given. If 2 long stamens are there, then it's called didynamous, and if 4 long stamens are there, then it is called tetradynamous. Okay. See, tetradynamous, an endoecium with 6 stamens with the inner 4 long. See, 4 long and outer 2 short is called tetradynamous. Now, adhesion of stamens. Adhesion, according to the adhesion of the stamen, means attachment of these stamen. It is of two types: epipetalous and epiphyllous. Epipetalous mean when attached to the petals. Stamen adhering to the corolla means petal. Filament of the stamen is attached to the petal. Then it is called epipetalous. You know that. Now, epiphyllous, when stamen attached to the perianth. You know that term perianth. When petal or sepals are undifferentiated, then this is called perianth. In this case, when stamens and perianth are attached, then it's called epiphyllous condition. And also learn the examples. This is compulsory. Now, number of lobes in anthers. According to the number of lobes in anther, it is also divided into two parts: dithecous and monothecous. Di means 2 and mono means 1. When, see this diagram, dithecous means 1 and 2. See this number, 1 lobe and second lobe. When 2 lobed anther is there, then it's called dithecous, and this 1 lobe is there, then it's called monothecous. Example: citrus in dithecous and monothecous hibiscus reza sinensis. Now, attachment of filament to anther. See the attachments. 4 type of attachments are here. Now, first is adnate type. See the adnate. The filament see the whole length of the filament are attached. Okay. Whole length of the anther, this whole length of the anther is attached by the filament. Then it's called adnate type. Means base to apex. Not basifix. This term is basi. Means base. See this? This is the base. That's why it is called basifix. Filament attached to the base of the anther is called basifix. Now dorsifix. Dorsal word is there. Filament attached to the back of the anther or dorsal side. Dorsal side. See. Back of the anther or the dorsal side of the anther, and is called dorsifix. And versatile means when attached to the dorsal side or the back of the side, but at the one point only. Okay, that's why it's like a letter swing freely. That's why it's swing freely, because it attached only by the point. Okay, that is called versatile attachment. Filament that attached to the back of the anther at a point only, so that the letter can swing freely. Example: all the grass family. Now, according to the adhesion of anthers, these are of two types: introse condition and extrose condition. Introse, see this word, introse means center, towards the center, and extrose means towards the periphery. Now, introse an anther adhesion or burst towards the center of the flower, and it's called introse condition. And when anther adhesion or bursting towards the periphery of the flower, and it's called extrose condition. Example, dianthus and argemons. Now cohesion of carpel. According to the cohesion of carpel or the fusion of the carpels, attachment of each other, this is of a two type. Apocarpus and syncarpus. Carpus word used for the carpel. Okay. When carpel or the pistil are two or more carpel or pistil which are free. See this condition, apocarpus. Apocarpus means carpel are free. See all the carpels 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 carpels are free, then it's called apocarpus. And when carpels are fused together, then it's called syncarpus. Pistil of two or more carpel which are fused is called syncarpus. Usually this condition in your syllabus. Now according to the number of locules in ovary. According to the number of locules in ovary, these are of 5 types. First is unilocular. This locules means the chamber or the compartment. See, the compartments are there. According to the unilocular with one chamber, then it's called unilocular. See, one chamber is there, and second is 2 chambers. Bilocular, 3 chambers, then it's called trilocular, and 4 chamber, then it's called tetralocular, and 5 chamber, then it's called multilocular. Okay, according to this, these definitions are given. This is the keywords 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and for 5 above the 4, then it's called multi-word. Okay, many chamber, and see the examples are there, and you have to learn all the examples also. Okay, now we will continue later on. We will continue this chapter presentation later on. Okay.